Don't really want to make these kind of videos regularly, but I'm just, really stressed out right now. Taking a look at my finances, basically, after AthFest was done, which is a big job for us here at the studio. And we made some money off of it for sure. But I didn't really make any money. I was able to pay everybody what I promised them for doing the job. So everybody that got called in and asked to do a job has earned something, and it wasn't really what I wanted to be. Pay people like I really would like to pay people what they're worth, but we this year for AthFest we had a big purchase to make, and it was a lot of equipment that we needed to do the job. We had to get some cameras. We had to get a post switch, some cabling, a router, like a bonded router. We bought that. We had to rent a Starlink. Like all these expenses that came out of this year's AthFest money. Hopefully next year they will ask us to do it again. In fact, I'm going to be heading to a meeting later today with AthFest to sort of discuss, get some feedback and see how happy they were with what we did. From what I heard so far, they were really happy. A lot of people have told us that we did a really good job. But it was our first year, and I think we could have done a little bit better, especially if we would have had a little more people on the team working. I appreciate everybody's help that was on the team, but we could have used a couple more people, and that would have been really nice. And so next year, more of the money that we make off the job will be going to labor, because I will be trying to pay everybody what they're worth. But this year we had to buy a bunch of equipment. So now we have that equipment, and as long as it lasts throughout the year, as long as nothing breaks, as long as nothing has to be replaced by next year, then a majority of the money that we will be making will be going to pay people. So that's a big step up for our studio, because for the last 6 years we have all been volunteering. We've all been working our butts off to make Joker happen, and we haven't made a dime off of it, really, at all. Like, at all. There's a couple people that donate monthly, $5 here, $5 there. We've gotten, over the years, we've gotten a couple little sponsors here and there, $100 here, $200 there, and that has definitely helped along the way. But it hasn't been enough, even near enough, nowhere near enough to really sustain it. And if it wasn't for everybody basically working for free for these last 6 years, including me, I basically worked 24/7 on Joker, and haven't made a dime. So, which has led to my burnout, which has led to now, we've had to sort of put Joker a little bit on the back burner, because I can't spend as much time doing it anymore. I was literally working 24/7 on Joker for the last 6 years. And it's just it just built up and built up and built up until it was just too much for me to handle. And working for nothing, working as hard as I do for nothing. I mean, not nothing. I should say, for no money, for no funds, for no, resources like that we really need. But anyways, the business account is at zero because I paid everybody. We do still have a little bit of money coming in from AthFest. It's the final payment of what they owe us, and most of that is already accounted for. There's a few people I still have to send a little bit of money to, and they'll get that when we get our money, our final payment. So, but everything has been accounted for, and at the end we pretty much have zero money left, which which is nice that I don't owe anything. And I guess my payment was pretty much having the gear that we got. So I've got some gear that I can now turn around and try to make money with throughout the rest of the year until next year when we talk to AthFest again, and hopefully they have us do the job again then, and we'll be doing really good because we'll finally, I mean, all this work for 6 years is like it's starting to pay off. And in a weird way, it's starting to pay off as almost, it feels like everything's coming to an end, and I try not to be negative about it. I try to be positive. I try to view it as a refresh. That's a more positive word. We're refreshing the studio, but it's hard to get away from that feeling that things are just ending. I don't know. I mean, I'll talk more about this, I think, as it continues. But I sort of just wanted to give an update of where everything is with that. So I think I'm gonna make another video here in just a minute because I'm actually looking at the studio bills and seeing how in debt we are with studio bills, because they aren't getting paid. I don't have any money coming in otherwise. Now that all the money, I was hoping there was going to be a little bit of money left over from AthFest to put it towards some of the past due studio bills. And maybe some, food in my belly or something like that. But that didn't really happen. We didn't really have any money left over. We spent every dime of what we made. And but like I said, we have some really good equipment now. We can be hired by any other event to do the same job. And at that point, any jobs from now on, we should actually be making money for the studio and for the crew, and hopefully having a little bit of money that we can put away in the bank account for a rainy day, or for when some bill comes up, or when some opportunity that maybe we need to get out to Louisiana really quick, and we gotta pay to get out there for a job or something like that. Having a little bit of money sitting there in the bank would really help things like that. Or if something breaks and we've got to replace it, it'd be nice to have some money sitting there. We're not there yet, but we're getting there, and I can see, I have a little hope that I can see it, like, through the years of building up. We had certain tiers of goals that we hope to accomplish. Working with certain people in town, and being able to do different things, cover events and stuff like that. And now our goal has to shift focus, because if we can't pay these studio bills, then our studio gets shut down. And then what are we going to do? So, yeah, that's part of a lot of what I've been thinking about. So, feeling pretty stressed today because looking at bills. Here, I'll show you guys just for transparency's sake here. I'm looking at, these are our bills right now as they are due. Our electric is $500, our water is $200 something. The phone bill, that's basically my own personal phone, but that's what I use for business pretty exclusively. Insurance on the van, the bill just came up, so and then our websites, paying for our hosting, paying for our domain names yearly. Some of that has been coming up. And then our ongoing 24/7, that costs money too, just to run. So that's kind of like looking at where we are right now. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's about $1,800 that I owe right now, even though I don't have any money. And hopefully the electric doesn't get shut off before I get some of that paid off. But yeah, feeling stressed today. I hate to make a video about being stressed, but this is part of running a studio. This is part of trying to build a business, and all that. So if you are out there and you love what Joker TV provides the community, and you would like to donate to us, you can go to our website and donate there. Let's see, actually, that's something I was wanting to check today. When you go to our website, well, I didn't make it very easy to find, but here, I'll show you. Alright, so if you go to our website, this is, what you'll see when you open our website. And up here, there's support, and you click donate now, and it will take you to our PayPal donation space. It's got my name on it, Mr. Blank, because it's my account, but this is for our studio. You can pay anything you want. You can help cover the fees. You can even make it a monthly donation. And, we've got a goal there. We're trying to, get a certain amount per year. And we've had quite a few people that have donated over the last couple years of doing this. So, that's like, I really appreciate those people. Like, I'm looking at it now, it says 78 people have donated, and we've raised $1,133. It doesn't tell me how long I've had this donation thing set up, but I think I've set it up. Let's see. The first donation came in more than 2 years ago. So I've had this up for about 2.5 or 2 something years, and we've made that much. So it kind of gives you an idea of what I mean when I say, yes, we're getting donations, we get a few sponsors here and there, but it really doesn't add up to, that's a couple years of donations, and it only adds up to about what I owe this month for studio bills. So that kind of shows you where we've been existing. with the studio for a long time now. And if it wasn't for, me being able to occasionally do some art and make money off of that, or helping friends out with a few odd jobs here and there. We shot a music video the other day here at the studio, and it was for a friend, so we kind of gave him the friend price, and which is very low. But it was we're super thankful for any little bit of money that we can get here and there. But we definitely need more donations to keep this thing going. I don't want it to end. I don't want it to have to close the studio down. Because then I won't have anywhere to live, because I actually live here at the studio. You can see I've got a bed set up over here in the corner of my office, my workspace. This is one of the offices here in the house that we have as a studio. The other rooms are for different things, storage in the front room. We've got the side room here is the band room, and then we got the live stream room, kitchen and bathroom, whatever. But this little bit of space is sort of more my personal workspace and where I live. So anyways, I don't know what else to say on this one. I think maybe this video's been long enough. But I just felt like I wanted to make this video because, not just for the transparency of, letting people kind of see what it takes to do this sort of thing, but, so you can kind of understand the struggles that we have. And when I've posted on my social medias in the past and saying, I'm struggling, and people say, just go get a job. Well, I've got a job, and I work really hard at it. I just don't make very much money at this job. But I believe in this job. I believe in what we're doing. I know how much it affects people. I know how much it helps artists and the community here as a whole. And I constantly have people telling me how much it means to them. Just the other day, I was at the bar, and we after our music video shoot, the client took us out for dinner, so we went and hung out at the world famous bar, and had dinner there. And while I was there, I was talking to somebody, just in passing, and they were telling me how much they see that what we're doing affects the community. And how much, maybe he was even talking about him personally, but he kind of, just said it in a way that was, talking, about just everybody. But he says, it means a lot, and it does a lot, and it really helps the community. So, those kind of comments from people really help us, feel like we're accomplishing something here, with the studio. So I don't want it to come to an end. But yeah, anyways, pretty stressed today. I'm sorry I made this video. I hope I didn't stress anybody else out. And we'll see what happens. But I got more videos coming up. I got a lot of videos that I've been filming that I need to edit together and then post. I'm getting a little behind on that. Editing takes so much time, so I sometimes put it off too long. But as you can see, my work desk is full of stuff to work on, and I got to get to that this weekend. I'm going to be starting really this big project. So yeah, I'll make more videos soon. All right, I guess that's it. All right, bye.